Welcome. You have reached Imperial Sports, and today's video is a message to Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal. Let's get into it. So, a lot of trades is happening. I'm going to make another video in regards to the trades. But right now, it seems that Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal is refusing to request for a trade. Now, the Giannis effect could be weighing on people. And what do I mean by that? Well, Giannis stayed put, could have left Milwaukee. He signed a big extension, and he got a chip. But a lot of things fell into place. Not saying that his team couldn't fought through whatever and still got it accomplished, but a lot of things fell into place. Nevertheless, he did what he's supposed to do, rose to the occasion, and snatched the championship, right? So that effect, staying put on your team, is something, I don't want to say an anomaly, because Steph Curry did it too. But Giannis' championship kind of feels like the Detroit Pistons championship to me. Where it was like, okay, when Detroit beat the Lakers in 2004 and they were a defensive-minded team, no real superstars, just a bunch of stars on the team, it was looked like this is going to be the new wave of teams to come. But it wasn't. And it was really a one-off. The next year, when they made it to the finals with against the Spurs, they got beat. And then after that, they synced ever since then. So that was a one-off. And Giannis has the potential of being a one-off. So when you have, let's start with Damian Lillard. As high talented as he is, he already cashed in. Now the only thing left in his career to do is get a chip. And yeah, his pride might say, yeah, I want to do this for Portland Trailblazers fans and everything like that, but Dame, in my opinion, he could have snuck one in the year when they made it to the Western Conference Finals and played against Golden State without Kevin Durant. But Steph Curry, Draymond Green rose to the occasion and wiped Portland off. Easy too. So, there goes that. Then the other time where I felt as though they could have slipped one in is this past year's, where you had the heavy hitters. Lakers went down. Injuries was plagued all throughout this playoffs. And this is the time, if they were inept, they would be able to slide in and be the king of the West, get to the finals, and it becomes Dame time. So it didn't happen. They got bumped in the first round to a Denver Nuggets team that didn't have their star guard and Murray. Now they had their MVP, Djokovic, but you know. So I don't see a place where Portland gets any better. And with the Lakers, all the moves the Lakers is doing, they only going to get, they're getting better. So I don't see where it's a move where Portland is going to pull something a rabbit out of the hat. Unless you just say, Dame is saying, I don't care about a championship. I'm just here. I'm just playing. But Kevin Garnett used to try to be loyal to Minnesota Timberwolves back in the day. And he wasted a lot of his prime years trying to do something in Minnesota and didn't. And then when he finally won in Boston, he mentioned to himself he wished he would have been made that move because maybe he would have got more chips. So Dame has an opportunity now, come back off the Olympics and say, hey, man, I appreciate what the franchise has done for me. Salute. I want to trade. And there's some spots Dame could go to, you know. And I heard somebody say the Knicks, man, scrap that. If you talking about going to the Knicks, man, you might as well stay in Portland because that's not happening. But I see the Sixers move. The Sixers for the Simmons. That gives Simmons over to Portland. They got guy that still people think has upside. And you got Chauncey Billups first year. See what he could do with Simmons. Meanwhile, Dame in Philly. Love. And then Philly jump and try to grab DeRozan if he's still out there at that time. Love for Philly. They already picked up Drummond from what I heard. So that'd be a smooth move. Dame would be an instant sensation in Philly. Philly is over explosive. I'm talking about you bring Dame time there. Whew. Explosive. And the Nets is like, oh man, we might have a problem with that. So now let's get to Bradley Beal. Same thing with the Giannis situation. Loyal to the Wizards. The Wizards, oh, we're going to build around Beal. You want to be that guy. It's not happening. It's not happening. You got Montrezl Harrell, Kuzma, and Caldwell Pope in that trade. No. It's not going to happen, man. Sorry, man. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Montrezl Harrell, he's like a Kenneth Faried type guy. Energy, give you some energy. That's it. Come down to the playoffs. The game's on the line and y'all need to get busy. Snuff him. We seen it. No knock to him. It's just what it is. You got Kuzma. I think Kuzma's peaked already. He has peaked. You're not going to tell me all of a sudden he's going to go to Washington at best, because he was already getting, I think, like 14 maybe. Best, he might jump up to 20, but it's not a 20 plus. You get me? It's like throughout the game, he's still averaging 20. It's not like a 20 plus where 20 plus might get you 40, 30 some nights and where he's just going off, you know? Nah, it's not that. I think Kuzma's peak. So Bradley, Beal, it's not going to make you more effective in the East, who's getting stronger. So Bradley Beal needs to request for a trade. Request for a trade. It's some spots out there. You Sixers is a destination. If Dame ain't trying to leave Portland, Simmons for Bradley Beal. All that junk Sixers been asking for, you get a chance to get Bradley Beal, you take him for Simmons. You take him. Of course, I already put the videos out there. Golden State would be the best bet for Wizards. I don't understand how Bradley Beal is not asking for a trade when Golden State has so much to give. They got the 7th and the 14th pick. They got Wiggins and Wiseman. The Wizards franchise is starting over, man. You take Wiggins and Wiseman, and you take one of them draft picks for Bradley Beal and call it. Bradley Beal, that's always going to be Steph's team just because he got drafted there. The fan base, get over that though, because he don't have the ego where you can't come in and do your thing. You can still come in, do what Kevin Durant did, as long as you keep it in perspective, and you can still win a Finals MVP. Still put your thing down and be competitive and make it happen. Man. Bradley, whatever you thinking, maybe you just somebody to say, hey, I don't care about championships. If you don't care about championships, then that's what it is. You know, you don't care about championships, and all you want to do is just be at the Washington Wizards and hopefully make the playoffs at that. It's not happening. And maybe I have to eat my words one day and come back and say, oh, man, this video and Bradley Beal won a championship with the Wizards. But history and everything that's happening says that's not going to happen. And why not, man? Quest for the trade. Get out of Washington. Let them rebuild. And you go on to green pastures. Sixers or Golden State and make a run for it. That's the only places I see that Washington would still benefit in his trade. Like if they made the trade with him. Bradley Beal can fit in a lot of different places, but not every place has where that team is a contender, 1, and 2 has the trade pieces that can make Washington say, hey, we still in the game here. Because if you get a guy like Wiseman, who people say have upside, he was, number 2 pick last year, something like that, then he's still going to have the upside to see what he's going to become. You got the, whichever pick you want, the 7th or 14th pick, you still got that pick. Then you got Wiggins. Well, Wiggins, you'll have Wiggins, Kuzma, Wiseman, and Harold. Put them out there and see what y'all become. But you're not completely starting over, but you still got something. So that's why people keep hearing me say Golden State, because the pieces that they have to trade. And Bradley Beal fits perfect with them because the perimeter that the offense Golden State run, he'd fit perfect in there or whatever. So we'll see how it goes. That's just my message to Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. Tell me what you think. Till next time.